So this one, start on the wing, attack the middle, step back into that 1 foot fade. So this is a Steve Nash middle fade. He used to use this all the time. So I'm coming here and I can kind of visualize getting into the defender's body a little bit, and then plant this foot nice and heavy, decel off this right foot, and then just step back off this left foot. You want to keep this leg here so that it could be kind of like a lower body arm bar. It's just getting in the way. So now the defender can't reach you because that's there. Obviously we can't kick, that's an offensive foul, but we can kind of leave this foot here as a built-in guard for us. I also don't want to open up to the defender. I don't want to leave the ball exposed. So on this side, think about bringing the ball up kind of on that left hip. So hide it on this left hip and come right over the head or in front of the head and fade. All right, and then it's the opposite on the other side. So total, to beat this drill, I need 8 out of 10 makes. So I need 8 out of 10 on the left, and then I need 8 out of 10 on the right. Now on the right side, this side is extra hard because I'm going right foot, right hand, and you do want to hide it on the outside of the right hip on the pickup, okay? So it's gonna be here, boom, step back, turn in the air, and finish. Typically at first on this drill, you want to work on kind of a straight up, straight down with maybe a little bit of a fade. But as you start to get better here, you can really start to add a true fade. And you'll notice Steve Nash used to finish these and go straight into his back pedal because that's how much he was already fading backwards. So what I mean is once you really start to get a feel for kind of that controlled version, I can start to, all right, and that's a lot more difficult. But that's something that you can progress towards in the future. For this one, it's a lot like our side step, but the footwork's a little bit different. This is a bump hang, okay? So that essentially means I'm coming down this line. I gotta get into my defender's body, right? If you don't have a defender, obviously we're just visualizing this, but I gotta bump into him. So look at that left, right. I'm kind of pushing off both legs, but I'm leaving off this right, and then it's gonna be a bump, and then I land on the right, okay? We do not pick up the basketball and do that. That would be a travel. So you gotta hang the dribble out wide. You also wanna hang wide because when you're hitting them, somebody with a long wingspan will try to reach in and poke it out. But if I can hit and get full extension on that hang before gathering, there's nothing they can do to reach that ball. Okay, so I wanna think about really full extension. The bigger the separation between my right shoulder and the basketball, the better. All right, and then from there, I just gather and fade. So it's boom, gather, and then I fade. Keep this leg here so that it's kind of a built-in lower body arm bar. It's kind of your extra guard so that they can't get to you. So it's hit, fade. We need 8 out of 10 here. So that's 8 out of 10 on this side. And then on this side, it's gonna be ending up off right foot, right hand. So it's gonna be here, boom, fade, knock it down. All right, I need 8 out of 10 on that side as well. If I get 8 out of 10 on both sides, then you officially pass this phase. So this is gonna be a 10-spot runner drill, but we're working everything off a high set point. So there's times when we want our runner to be kind of normal, pick it up here, fluid, one motion shot. There's other times where our runner is gonna be a really high set point. So if I have a defender coming with me, sometimes I can just pop up as quick as I can and get the ball up above my head, right? Hide it on the outside of my hip, get up above the head and really elevate. So by the time he realized that I jumped, there's nothing he can do to get up and block that shot. So this is a normal runner. The only difference is you're gonna have your set point up above the head, which makes it more wrist dominant. This ends up being really just kind of a wrist snap at the top, all right? So focus on driving hard and then quickly, as quick as you can off the ground, get up and get nice and high. Block first hash, second hash, third hash, and then come in free throw line. I need 8 out of 10 here. Before I move on to the right side, I need 8 out of 10 there. So I'm here, block. Notice how quick it was. Notice how high my set point was. If I miss it, I go back to that. If I make it, I come to this next one, boom. Nice and high. It's just a wrist snap. This will feel a little bit awkward at first because you got to be able to get it on top of your head and just flick the wrist. And then I'm here. Then I'm coming middle. Free throw, you need a little wrist strength for this one. and then I switch over to the other side. Now everything on this side is right hand off that right foot. Now, if you hit 8 out of 10 on both sides on that drill, you are officially a level 2 black belt when it comes to runners.